Radiant Team Ben.
Alright, folks, we are back. Sorry, I was still in the middle of drinking my water. I had a little bit of a sore throat after that last game, and we started the lobby, and it was loading in, and I was like, oh crap, I gotta finish drinking. So
10 seconds remaining.
Anyways, we are good. This broadcast being brought to you, of course, by Toblerone. They're not an official sponsor, but I'm eating it right now, so I'm gonna say that they
reserve the time.
Anyways, getting into it.
Dire Team
Game
Ben.
number 2. What a game number 1, though. That was absolutely fantastic. We saw a very aggressive push strategy coming out of Lamperkat +4. They ran that Dragon out with a support Abaddon and Dazzle with the Terrorblade on the side, and just the amount of beefiness that they had in their push and their ability to knock down towers. You know, just really get in the enemy team's face was immaculate. They got all of the tier 2. They got all of the outer towers down by, I think, 16 minutes. It was really impressive. But from there, Salt Miners went on to hold their base in an immaculate fashion, survive for quite a long time, and their Zeus was just off the hook. The damage was too great, and you know, the amount of magic burst, despite 2 BKBs and a pipe on the side of L+4, it just wasn't enough. And you know, eventually it just won them out. So. Fantastic game that went down to the wire, and 45 minutes in, we saw a final cross-map push that finished it off. So, definitely excited to see how game number 2 plays out.
5 seconds remaining.
Yeah, things are looking good. I'm excited for this series. It is definitely going to be a good one. Anyways, Salt Miners looking to get their first pickup here. There are bans. We had the Death Prophet, the Terrorblade, the Faceless Void, and the Tide Hunter. Of course, that first pickup not being banned out is the Skywrath Mage. So, I'm curious to see if Salt Miners will run that Ogre Magi again. They put it to pretty good use in that first game, coming up with the Weaver, and the Bloodlust on the Weaver was just absolutely disgusting.
5 seconds
you know,
remaining.
If you let that Ogre get through with a Skywrath, you are in for a lot of trouble. So, you might want to nip that combo in the bud and take it right out the bat. But Brewmaster not being banned out either is going to be picked up by Salt Miners. So you're going to be running a Brew. I personally am pretty damn sick of this hero. It's just been so ridiculous for so long. But you know, he's still top of the meta, and a lot of people still enjoy him. And we'll see. You can pull off some cool stuff with Brew. The man, I can't remember what game it was. I think it was remaining. I think I was watching.
5 seconds
I can't remember. It was a pro game a while back, but there was a Brewmaster up against an Alchemist, and this Alchemist was charging with stun. So the Brew threw him up in a Cyclone, and while he's up there, he just waited and counted until the Unstable Concoction had finished charging. And the second it finished charging, the Brewmaster purged the Cyclone so that the Alchemist dropped and stunned himself, and then the Brew just killed him, and it was so incredible. I was like, oh my god, yes, this is great. Oh, I love Dota, and had a bit of a fangasm there. But the Ogre Magi is going to be, sort of deny picked by Salt Miners. I mean, they grabbed it for themselves in last game when the Skywrath was banned out, so it's a pick they're comfortable with, but it also is going to kind of deny that potential combo that could have come out with the Skywrath and the Ogre. Lamperkat +4 now sitting on the Dire side are going to pick up the Lycanthrope, so they're still aiming to go for that push, man. They're still aiming to go. And I mean, the cool thing about Lycan now is that, you know, he doesn't directly imply a push strategy. It's very easy to run Lycan with any combo and, you know, just have him split push on the side. He can brawl fairly well, and as long as you have another core to fall back on, you know, something perhaps like an Ember Spirit or a Morphling or something of the sort that can, you know, take the mid lane, take the side lane, and, you know, just kind of be your backup.
Remaining.
And then the Lycan can fit in as either a brawling core or just straight up split push. So it's something to consider, and we'll see how it continues on as the draft goes. But you know, we did see that Salt Miners were very resilient up against that push strategy last game, so I can only imagine that they would be just fine dealing with the Lycan and Lycan and friends as we head on towards the second game. Anyway, second stage of bans here, we got the Enigma and the Razor taken out of the pool. So dreading those supports. I'm not sure if the Enigma would have been picked. He
10
doesn't combo incredibly well
seconds
with Brewmaster
remaining.
or Ogre, and Ogre's not the greatest lane
5
support because of his
seconds remaining.
status as a melee. I mean, he's pretty tanky. He can trade decently with offlaners, but not as good as most ranged heroes.
Radiant
So
team
I don't know
pick.
if the Enigma would have been the pick, but yeah, something to keep in mind. Jakiro is going to be banned out by Salt Miners, so they don't want to deal with that again, and fair enough. Jakiro was a menace in lane, and although he went on to get absolutely trounced by the Weaver, it was pretty brutal for him early, or it was pretty brutal for Salt Miners early on.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds
Gonna
remaining.
head towards their reserve time here on the Salt Miners team. We'll see what they go for. These two picks aren't really indicative of much, so I can't exactly say what they're going to be looking for. But I think as with the last game, we'll want to be seeing something that combos well with that Ogre, something that can roam, something that can support team fights, and something that can be good for harassing in lane. So once again, we'll probably be looking at things like the Venge. We'll be looking at things like who did they run in the last game? Like, I should know this. Oh yeah, they run the Shadow Shaman last game, and it worked out well for them. So that's a possibility. Again, it has not been banned out. So Shadow Shaman in the pool. They still got things like the Lion available. We got a lot of options, man. We got a lot of options. I'm just kind of spitballing here, but definitely a lot on the table. Alright, down to 30 seconds on their reserve time. They're really thinking about this pick and choosing what they want to go, and they're going to go for the Witch Doctor. So
Dire team
a little bit
pick.
curious about this because I don't see much synergy between the Witch Doctor and the other members of the team. Generally, with a Witch Doctor, you want to combo him with heroes that have a lot of AoE control, something like an Enigma, something like a
Radiant team
a Magnus,
pick.
a Tide Hunter, etc. But you don't really have any of that on the side of Salt Miners right now. You got an AoE slow on the Brewmaster, but other than that, it's all single target. So he's not going to find those opportunities to get a full 5-man wipe with his ultimate. And on top of that, his heal isn't overly effective here as either, because the Ogre Magi, his health regen and his armor are absolutely nuts. It's
10
so hard to kill this
seconds
hero
remaining.
that he's not really going to need the heals as a support friend.
5 seconds
and,
remaining.
Of course, Brewmaster's in his ultimate for half of a fight, so heals don't matter much to him.
Reserve the time.
So it'll really be down to the Salt Miners carry pick and potentially their off lane. We might be looking at something that kind of creates those scenarios that the Witch Doctor is strong in, like I just mentioned. And I would love to detail what that could be, but I'm not even sure.
Dire
Bristleback
team
is going to be the
pick.
pick, and I kind of like that. Yeah, Bristleback is really good. No incredible synergy there, but Witch Doctor is very good at keeping people alive, and Bristleback likes to be alive because the longer he lives, the more damage he does. So, pretty basic synergy. This isn't a tricky combo that you'll be going to Reddit to learn about or anything.
10 seconds remaining.
Just its own thing. Whatever. Anyway, Centaur Warrunner, we didn't really talk about that when it got picked.
5
Lamperkat
seconds
plus we're going to be running
remaining.
the Centaur Warrunner on the offlane. So they're looking for a little bit of initiation,
Reserve
and
time.
that tells me that they're going to want some more to go with it.
Radiant
So the
team
Sand King
ban.
is going to be a pickup. Skywrath Mage and Sand King are a fantastic duo as well. Sand King not fantastic on the base movement speed, but with the Skywrath being able to launch that long range slow, it gives Sand King the ability to get up in close and get his stun off. And if you get a Burrow Strike on top of
10
Mystic Flare,
seconds remaining.
then you can cause some havoc. So there's a lot of synergy between the two. As
5
well,
seconds remaining.
the other thing that's really fantastic about this duo is that Sand King likes to jungle so that he can
Reserve
get his
the time.
Blink Dagger up early, and if he goes off to the jungle, and the Skywrath can just sit there and harass
Dire
out whoever's in
team
the off lane.
ban.
And we all know how good Skywrath is at that harass. Even against a hero like Bristleback that can take a little bit of a beating, Skywrath's harass is just ridiculous. And so you get you get your lane control from him, you get the jungle control from the Sand King, and then
10 seconds
pretty much free farm for your
remaining.
carry. So I'm really liking the idea here, and of
5
course that Centaur
seconds
Warrunner
remaining.
ultimate on top of the Sand King, Epicenter, Burrow Strike, etc. is going to offer them a lot of control in
Reserve
the
the
team fight.
time.
So I'm curious to see what they'll go for, whether this is going to be a Lycan mid or if this is going to be a Lycan 1 position. But we'll see that once the final pick comes out. Salt Miners now sitting on the option to either run that Bristleback as a carry 1 position with the Ogre Magi and the Witch Doctor, or the option to take off and go towards another carry, such as the Spectre, which was just banned out by L4. Got the Invoker picked up, or banned out by Salt Miners rather, fearing that mid lane run from L4. So I think that would have been a good one. The Quas Wex Invoker against this team would do work. I mean, once you shred the mana on Bristleback, it's really hard for him to be that effective. And Brewmaster
10
as well.
seconds
I mean,
remaining.
Work it out on him, or you get a
5 seconds
he doesn't have
remaining.
fantastic mana pool, so a good EMP can just
Dire
render
team pick.
moot in a fight. But Necrophos is going to be the pickup. So I think it's going to be a 1-position Necrophos with the Bristleback on the offlane and the Brewmaster mid. I'm not overly thrilled with this. I don't think the carry potential on Salt Miners right now is big enough. The reason Necrophos is seen a lot in safe lane positions is because you can just because of how great he is once you get those first couple items on him. Once you get the Aghanim Scepter, once you get the once you get other supplementary items like the Ethereal Blade or the Sheep Stick or something like that, he becomes a real force to be reckoned with. But that said, it kind of like the core Jakiro, you want to get him as core items and then you want to transfer the carry duties off to somebody else. And in this case, you only really have the Bristleback to fall back on. You don't have something like a mid Ember Spirit who can really, carry into the late game. You don't have something like a PA or something like that. So that's something to look out for. Anyways, it looks like Doom is going to be the pickup here for Lamperkat +4. So I'm actually curious how this is going to be run. This could be a jungle Doom, as it is being played by As I Lay Dying, who was playing with support in the last game. And I don't know if these guys play by heroes or roles, but Nuki Dog was playing the offlane Jakiro, and he's playing on the Centaur Warrunner, so we're going to have an offlane Centaur and, perhaps a jungle Doom, or a mid Doom. Could be mid Doom very easily. Mid Doom would work fantastically against Brewmaster. I mean, there's nothing he really has to be worried about there.
10 seconds remaining.
For days, and there's really not that much that Brewmaster can
5 seconds
remaining. I am really
remaining.
liking the Doom pickup, though. It's very smart, and although Doom has been falling out of popularity, he's still got his usages, and in this game, it's going to be just the case. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, this is game number 2 of the UGC League Season 8. This is the final season before we head into tiebreakers and playoffs, or final week of the season. This is not the end of the UGC. I did not say that, but yeah. Anyways, it's exciting. Lamperkat +4 versus Salt Miners. We got Nuki Dog playing on that Centaur Warrunner. Sexually Onion is going to be playing on the Sand King As I Lay Dying on the Doom. Lamperkat taking that Lycanthrope, and we are going to Starfish on the Skywrath Mage. All just heading into their jungle to kind of just keep themselves defensively postured in case any potential invasions. Metal Mercury playing on that Ogre Magi, starting out with next to no items. He must have pulled off everything he had. He's got nothing but tangos and a clarity. I'm curious about that, but anyways, the Bristleback has got himself a stout shield and a ring protection, so very beefy on him. He's going to be played by Sadman. We've got Uber over on the Witch Doctor in mid lane. Gazel going to be taking the Brewmaster, and down towards the bottom, Potato Smash playing that Necrophos. He ran that Lycan, or the Zeus last game, and it was absolutely deadly. So, overlays. All right, I didn't forget. We're good. We Gucci, boys. We Gucci. Anyways, yeah, I'm still curious about how this is going to be run. I think this is going to be a mid-Doom, but a little bit of a scuffle comes out here, and Hazeroom gets left. As they're dying in a lot of trouble, actually. He's getting snotted on. He's trying to run away. He's got his W up, he's Scorched Earth, but he buys a TP scroll knowing he's going to fall, and one final attack will be the end of him. So,
First thing in the morning.
That's not what you want. Definitely not what you want. He's going to come back in towards mid with that TP scroll, so he didn't lose a lot of gold there, but I mean, giving that gold away to a Bristleback at minute 1 is it's scary stuff. It's scary stuff. You don't want to be doing that. I mean, Bristle has boots right off the bat if he needs it, and considering the fact that the Skywrath is kind of roaming around, Bristle's going to be free to just shut Lamperkat up for the first couple minutes of this game. This mid matchup should be pretty even, as I mentioned in the draft, but the little bit of an early advantage that went the way of Salt Miners will cause some trouble for As I Lay Dying. Meanwhile, Skywrath Mage is just kind of looking around in the jungle, seeing what kind of trouble he can cause here. Heading down towards the bottom lane where Nuki Dog is facing off against Potato Smash. It looks like this lane is going to be pretty even as well, considering that it's just going to be the 2-on-2 for now. They're looking for Uber, and they get the slow out. They're going to find the hoof stomp, but there's no double edge to follow it up. He went for the level 2 return, so I don't know if this is going to be a kill right off the bat, but it definitely could be if they get a couple more auto attacks. Will it be enough? The salve saves him. Oh man, that was a clutch salve. Gets him away with just a small fraction of health, but it does force a TP rotation, and it does force out that salve. No more regen available on that Witch Doctor, so I would call that a successful rotation regardless. Going to Potato Smash here, just trying to harass him out, and I think they realize that giving him space is going to be a big mistake, so instead of letting him farm up and do his thing, they're keeping the Skywrath down here and letting the top lane exchange as it would. I'm curious about this though, because I really think once Bristle gets a couple levels under his belt, he is going to be in a full-on position to just trounce Lamperkat. And I mean, before 6, when he'll have his ultimate form, the Bristle is going to be able to just chase him down and mess him up. I don't see a lot of counterplay to that. I mean, what do? You get wolves, and you have the wolves attack him. That's just more bristles that are flying at your face. So something to look out for. Mid lane looks like Doom is getting his bottle brought out to him now, and Brewmaster will have his on the way in just a second. So pretty equal here on the mid, 11 CS to 8, and that death holding the Doom back just enough to make up for those couple CS. So I'd say mid is pretty dead even. Up on the top lane, Lycan not farming the best as he has been forced under his tower, but he's doing okay with what he's got. He's got 11 creeps right now, so he's matching the Bristle back, but a little bit behind the Necrophos in the opposing safe lane. Over in the jungle, Sand King farming up, but I think he really needs to go sit in lane and leech some XP for a bit, because this level 1 Sandstorm is not enough to clear out these big hard camps. And you'll see this in a second, because the duration is just too short. You only have 20 seconds of a Sandstorm here, and I mean, he can hold this out and then just like stack it again and go back in, but the amount of XP that you're, the amount of time that it takes to get this going this way is not as efficient as just straight up going to your lane and keeping your carry safe until level 3 and then going back in. Alrighty. Mid lane here, As I Lay Dying, he's got boots coming out to him. He spots out an Invis room, but he's not going to go for it. Instead walks back in the lane. Going to take a little bit of a trade with Gazel here, but should be okay for now. Supports rotate up, and then Invis is found out by that Ultra Magi, so they'll be able to make a very efficient gank out of this, as they got the smoke to lead it up, and then the true Invis following it up after that. They're going to look for Sand King, and they'll probably find him in just a second here. They're actually warding up all of the camps to try to keep him from getting away with this, and Sand King has fled the area in what I think was just a bit of a fluke. I think he just decided he was going to come to lane, get some XP, because he wasn't able to farm up that camp, and it's going to result in his hard camp getting warded off. They're going to move in towards mid. That Invis rune is no more, so they're not going to be able to find a easy gank out of this, but maybe they find something if Doom gets himself a little bit too far forward here. But Bottle Crowing sends the courier back, and they sneak into the trees, so they're getting close. Doom's hesitant, but he knows the supports are missing, so got to be a little bit careful. But let's see, yeah, he's really playing cautious, so he knows something's up, and gonna stay back until those supports reveal themselves. There's Lycan running off into the jungle for now. Just get a little bit of farm up here. Here's what he's looking for. Anyways, Doom walks up the high ground. He's gonna run right into the two supports. He has a Doom available if he wants to throw it out, but the damage is just too much right now, and he's gonna end up falling. The rotation from the Skywrath Mage was spot on, but just wasn't enough. There's only so much Skywrath can do. But now 3 heroes here. They're looking for Uber. He is going to fall into the Sandstorm. and the clap goes out from Gazza. He doesn't have enough mana to pop off his ultimate. They know that. They need to jump on him and right now and finish him off. Do they have another Burrow Strike? No, they don't. Not available, so Gazza's going to be able to walk away from that 1-for-1 trade. The Witch Doctor for the Doom, and I think that Salt Miners will take that trade any day. You get that core mid for a support, and you know, that's happy days. Of course, you don't want that Witch Doctor to die all the time, but, you know, it's not a huge deal if it does. Now, this ward has blocked out Skull, so he might... Oh my god!
Tis mine.
What? That's fantastic! So apparently neutral creeps get vision from sentry wards. I didn't know that was a thing. He goes into his sandstorm and the creeps just kill him. Oh my god, play of the day right there. Lamperkat gonna get caught out in the jungle as Gazelle and Metal Mercury roam their way around and get finish him off. That was... Jeez, that was just too funny. Oh man. Doom, what's he looking for? He was looking for a rune, maybe? I don't know, he's just kind of walking around. Where you going, bud? Where you going? Just kind of chilling. Yeah, okay, so they drop a sentry on the low ground, and they're gonna clear that out. That's so funny. God. That's hilarious. But, Ping's coming out there, and it looks like Gazelle wants to roam over there and see if he can cause some trouble for that Sand King, but not gonna do it quite yet. Anyways, yeah, up on the top lane, this is what I was fearing. Lamperkat kind of get shoved out of his lane here by the, Bristle, and every time he tries to get close, he just gets popped by those quills, and now we're looking at almost a double creep score for the Bristle over the Lycan. Now they're chasing in on him, but oh my god, the cast bounces are too much. Will they find the kill? I don't know. He's too far away. No more quill spreads to follow it up, and the Lycan does manage to escape with his life, but this is going to be pressure on the tower, and might even be the tower if they can do it well enough.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Down on bottom. Found a kill out on the Necrolite. It looks like the Doom was spent, and Doom and the Stampede were spent down on bottom to get that Necrolite. That's fine. That's kills. We got the
Dire's top
Sand King sitting about halfway to his Blink Dagger, and just needs to head back into the jungle for a little bit more before he finds that out. 1300 gold in the bank for him, and he's already got his gold, so looking good. Top tower, top tier 1 falls, and Sadman definitely owning this lane. Top last hits on the board, and likely a top net worth. Yeah, there he goes. 4,200 net worth on him, and what I assume to be a Vanguard will be completed in just uno momentos. So he'll be good to go. Anyways, Doom farming up in the mid lane. He's looks like he might be saving for a blink as well. He's got a he's got that alpha creep or the alpha wolf creep aura on him, so he's got the extra damage and a double damage in his bottle. So if he can find somebody to offer some crowd control for him, he can just jump on anybody he wants and blow them up in a matter of seconds. On a bottom lane, Nuki Dog just staying a little further back and not daring to get too close to the creeps. But yeah, Potato Smash doing alright for himself. It looks like he's not going to go for any of the intermediate items, not the Mechanism or the Rod of Atos in between. Instead, he's going to head straight for that Aghanim Scepter, which, you know, it's a risky move, but it pays off well if you can get a couple early kills with it. I mean, all you have to do is get somebody down to half, and you just pop them. And I mean, there's a lot of scenarios where that's amazing, such as, actually that was not one of them right there. Nuki Dog pops off his ultimate and will actually fall maybe to one final auto attack. Yes, I think that was actually an auto attack mixed with the Heartstopper, and Potato Smash does get the kill onto Nuki Dog. So that'll be the kill here. We got the Centaur, or the Skywrath walking in there, seeing maybe he can help his team out, but not going to be the case.
'Tis mine.
From the mid lane, Gazelle now has his Blink Dagger and is looking for trouble. He finds Sexually Onion. They're doing a little bit of a dance around the tower here, but this ward will help Sexually Onion spot out where he needs to be, and he does get away from that, maybe? Oh man, if that crit had hit, he would have been in a lot of trouble. And there we go, Doom out on Gazelle. He is not getting away from this. Double damage on As I Lay Dying. Can they find the last couple attacks that they need? I mean, the Doom is about to run out. He might be able to kill himself to Ancient. No. Doom Scorched Earth finishes him off, and that'll be it. So Doom gets the kill. 200 or 2,600 gold in the bank. I'm curious what he's going to go for with this.
Tower is under attack.
He's doing the Seek Shot, but he Vanguard. Okay, so he's going to head for a Crimson Guard right away. Wants to get some of that physical damage that's coming out on the side of Salt Miners. Lamperkat farming up, just gets his lads here at 11 minutes, not the best time. And of course, like I said, he was forced pretty hard out of lane there, but he should be able to get a reasonably timed Roche if that's where he heads off to. Got to pause here as it looks like somebody's got someone at their door, so alright. Get a moment to relax. Let's take a peek at the items. Not too much is going to be indicative of how this game's going to play out. We see some Tranquil Boots on the Centaur, Vlad's finished up on the Lycan. Vanguard on the Doom, Vanguard on the Bristle, beginnings of an Aghanims on the Necrophos, and a Blink Dagger on the Brewmaster. So everything pretty much as expected. Down on the bottom lane here, we got Salt Miners moving around trying to look for this kill on the Tier 1 tower. There is not a glyph available as they just used it, so this tower is in jeopardy of falling if there are not immediate TPs upon the end of this pause, and I doubt there will be, so this could very well be the end of the bottom Tier 1 tower, which will mean 2 Tier 1s down on the side of the Dire, and none have fallen yet for the side of Salt Miners. So something to keep in mind. Looking towards the net worth charts, they are still pretty indicative, or pretty reflective of the CS charts, with only the Doom and the Lycan being swapped, and that is very much just because of how Doom works as a hero. That Devour bonus gold is absolutely imperative to his success. So there's that. Take a peek at the graphs just in the interest of killing some time here. We got about 3k net worth advantage and you know, about 750 XP advantage on the side of Salt Miners. Nothing incredibly major. Alright, so what else to talk about? Alright, he's back, he's back. We get this game going. Do I have more stuff to talk about for Rizzles? There we go. The goes are coming and we are going. Hooray! Essentially Onion farming up his camp. I don't think this is going to be his Blink Dagger quite yet, but it's going to bring him really, really close. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so 2100, and of course you can't kill those Mud Golems off, so he's going to walk away from that, but once he gets his Blink, he'll be in action, ready to go. Bottom Tier 2 facing some pressure after that Tier 1 has fallen. I don't think this will be the death of the Tier 2, but it's going to definitely going to be some damage. It's fallen actually pretty quick, a lot quicker than I expected, but support arrives and the creep wave dies, so that'll be it for now.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Top lane Bristle just getting really aggressive, jumping in behind the tower and just tanking up the creep wave so that his can progress a little further forward. Meanwhile, Lycan is cutting the wave with his wolves, which is keeping the wave off of the tower, so both of them negating any action down there on the bottom. Kind of funny how that worked out, but yeah. Down bottom lane, Nuki Dog still pretty far away from his Blink. He's got about 100 left, or about 1,000 left to go. But it is up on the Sand King, which is something that L+4 has been relying on for quite a while there. So something to look out for. They're down on the bottom. They pop the Stampede. They're going in with the Epicenter. The damage is huge. They finish off the Necrolite right off the bat. Chasing for Uber, but the Magic Wand charge will keep him healthy enough to get him away from this. Actually, Onion trying to run away. Oh my god, he turned back around! Dota, why passing? I don't think he clicked backwards. That must have been a odd passing issue. He was 1 second away from a Blink Dagger. He was free to go there, and that was just incredibly lucky on the side of Salt Miners. But they turn this back around. They do get another kill on Nuki Dog, so they turn their Necrolite kill into a double kill, and Metal Mercury gets all of those to his name. So 1,400 gold in the bank for him. See if he goes straight for like an Ag, or if he stops for a Yules or a Blink or something along the way. This is going to mean more pressure on the Tier 2 tower, though, as we see some auto attacks flying out here. Creep Wave is a little further away, so I don't know if they'll actually get the tower on this push, but they could definitely try if they wanted to be that aggressive. But yeah, I'm not sure if they do. That could end up being very bad if rotations come back around, but they do have 3 heroes here now, and Creep Wave is cleared out, so they're going to go for it. They want to finish off this Tier 2.
Bottom tower is under attack.
Gareth is coming near, but I don't think he has enough.
Fortified.
Fortify goes out. They do seem to intend to
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
A lot of damage has come out. TP down to the bottom lane, Blink away from the Blink away from the Brewmaster. They find Metal Mercury. I think this is a pretty easy kill, not too much to say there. And there he goes. Pop goes the Weasel. 323
Dire's
gold in
middle
Pocket
tower
Centaur
is
Warrior.
under attack.
Mid lane Necrophos gets the
Dire's
kill on the
middle
tower,
tower
so
has
lots of gold
fallen.
going his way. He actually goes for a blink himself, so gets the point booster to buffer out his health and mana pools just a little bit, and then he's going to go for the mobility of the blink. And I think that's a wise choice in this game, considering how mobile everybody on both teams are. You got the actually.
Radiant's
You know,
top tower
the
is
Bristle,
under
the Witch
attack.
Doctor, and the Ogre are not too mobile, but you know, you got the Blink on the Brewmaster that's going to keep him running around, and his ultimate is going to be all over the place in the fights. You got the Centaur, who will eventually get a Blink, has the Stampede. You got the Doom, who might go
Radiant's
for a Blink
bottom
himself.
tower
You got the
is
Blink
under
of the
attack.
Sand King, and then you got the speed of the Lycan. So I think having a Blink to catch up and move around will be very good. Doom used pretty much defensively there to just get the Bristle off his ass while he
Radiant's
runs
bottom
away.
tower
So,
is under attack.
Doom makes his way out of that, but one cooldown short as he no longer has the Doom. Does buy a Blink Dagger for himself, so we might see a full 5 Blinks in this game. Which means that if my pal Feeder Noob was here, she'd be giving out them Blink Dagger cosmetics. Up on top, Gazel looking like he wants to find some action. He's dancing around here. Does he spot the Doe? No, there's no wards over here, so if he finds anybody, it'll just be a pure fluke. So he does see that the Sand King is farming up this camp. He's gonna blink in, pop on top of it, but I mean, what do you really do? You just steal a couple creeps and you have to move away from that. So bottom.
Dire's bottom
Deadman's
tower
going in.
is
They
under
do
attack.
want to finish off this tower. They're pretty focused on this, but L+4 is ready to jump back in on this. They get a good stomp. There we go. Silence out on Sadman. But there goes that Crimson Guard, and man, that makes him so tanky. He's just going to turn it right back around and go for the Skywrath Mage. Pops out the ultimate to try to be of some use before he dies, but he does get finished off. Reaper Scythe goes out, does not quite finish off the Lycan, and he might actually get out of this. No, he gets blinked on and finished off by the Brewmaster. 3 heroes down on both sides of the fight. Deadman running away from this right now, but as they're dying, could maybe make this happen if he gets a blink off, but no! Gets cancelled out by the clap on the Brewmaster. He gets a crit, finished off Sand King, doesn't have enough for his ultimate, but I don't think he cares. This could turn into a full 5-man wipe very quickly, but Doom gets popped out, and oh my god, the damage is huge! Gazel going to be doomed up, but it is not going to fall from this, and his tier 2 tower will fall.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh man, there we go. Blinking from Nuki Dog. Oh my god, can you just finish him off? Look at this, he's taking no damage. He took 10 damage per each attack. There's 87 damage on the attack, and he's only taking 10 of it. Brewmaster pops the ultimate on the back line. Finally, the Bristleback dies. But there's no way Nuki Dog's getting out of this one. Oh, maybe he is. Is he gonna get a blink into the trees? He doesn't have a blink. He doesn't have a TP though. Oh man. Yeah, he'll be okay, but should have bought a TP as he was running into these trees so that he can get out of here again. He just does, and he can't TP for 20 seconds, and he doesn't want to leave those trees, so he's going to be out of it for just a little bit, but I think finally this tier 2 will fall. Lots of blood exchanged over this singular tower. We're looking
Dire's
at
bottom tower is
a
under attack.
1500 XP advantage and a
Dire's bottom
just
tower
over
has
3000
fallen.
net worth advantage in the favor of Salt Miners. So, well on their way to taking the 2-0. I'm interested to see how the rest of this game plays out, though. The Doom and the Lycan can get very, very potent once they get a couple of their core items up. And the Lycan doesn't quite have his Necro, and the Doom doesn't quite have any of his like real core items. I mean, he's got a Blink Dagger, he's got a Vanguard, so he's beefy, but he doesn't have anything that makes you know, that really. Oh, this is not good. Gazel sees the Sand King sitting there, and man, I would have been so mad if I was that Sand King. Oh, that is just, that's so greasy. If you're watching the replay, buddy, saw you from the tie ground. That's terrible. Man, I feel bad for him. That was so sneaky. He was like, I'm gonna hide in the trees, and I'm gonna jump out in epicenter and destroy everything. And then they're like, nope, one small line of sight tree issue. Got you. Oh well. All's well that ends well. Somewhere Witch Doctor died up on the top lane. Looks like that was a solo kill to the Lycan, so he's finding the gold that he needs. Has not made his way towards a Roche yet. I would have liked to see that, but I mean, Salt Miners have been pretty diligent about making sure that they're around that area and checking it constantly. Now it looks like they're going to rotate up, maybe look for a kill on this Lycan. He does not have a TP to his name, so no matter where he runs or where he hides, he will not be able to get out of this without running back to the tower and blink the wrong way from the Brewmaster. So they don't find the Lycan, he gets his way out of that and will be picking up his level 1 Necronomicon. Almost the entirety of a Aghanim Scepter finish on the Necropost. He's looking for about 800 more gold until he can call that item his own.
Radiant's bottom tower
and yeah, that'll bring these team fights in a very different direction. You got a lot of high HP targets on the Radiant side between the Centaur and the Doom, etc. But Uber gets caught out in the river, and Witch Doctor once again will get finished off. This time it was due to a team effort on a lot of ultimates, but oh man, Gazel gets doomed up, and they're chasing him. I don't see any way that he makes it out of this alive, but maybe by some miraculous juice, he's done.
My liquor.
2 quick kills there by L+4, and they're feeling good. They want to move up towards the top lane, maybe see if they can find Potato Smash. And
Radiant's bottom
he's got a
tower
TP and he's
is
got a
under
blink,
attack.
so he's heading into the trees. He should be just okay. But they do spot him out. They know he's there. Not going to be able to chase though.
Dire's top tower
Find a
is
Bristle
under
back.
attack.
I don't know if they can do anything against the Bristle. He is one tanky mofo, and yeah, they back away from that, realizing that they can't get anything done. So get themselves a couple kills. That's good for their gold, good for their experience. Makes them feel good about themselves, all tingly and warm. But you know, it's not getting you towers, it's not getting you objectives. So you really need to make sure that these the effort is made to move it across the map and start, you know, pushing with these pushing heroes you have. This is kind of the one thing that I found very odd about L+4's draft, is that they started out with the Lycan and they're like, hell yeah, Lycan. And then they built nothing but teamfight after that. And I think that was kind of in reaction to the Brewmaster. They realized they'd have to be fighting early, and they'd have to be able to have these heroes that can really control a fight. But that has left them in a weird position where their Lycan he's farming and he's getting strong, but he's building a Necrobook and hasn't pushed a tower once yet. And you know, he just doesn't have the control available to him to really make fights happen the way he wants to. So you know, it's ended up in a weird scenario, but I think as this game goes on and the map expands and you know, he gets that level 3 Necronomicon brought out to him in just a moment here, we'll have a much different we'll have a much different landscape of a game.
Regeneration.
Anyways, up on top, looks like Salt Miners are looking to create a little bit of pressure up here on the top lane. Salt Curiosity is built by the Brewmaster, and he is more than halfway to that, so definitely has some core carry potential on him. I was talking about this problem earlier, and that you know, once Necros gets the core items up, there's not a lot more he can do, and you kind of need to transfer that carry role onto somebody else. And I mean, between the Bristle doing so well early and the Brewmaster having these items up, I think they'll be okay in terms of late game carry potential. Anyways, jumping in onto Sadman. He gets a double edge on him, but it's not doing all that much. He is so tanky. Doom is in the middle of everything. Gets the Doom out onto the Brewmaster, and he is going to fall for sure. 2 heroes down right off the bat. The Witch Doctor's out, and they're looking for the Bristleback. He's doing a lot of damage with these quills, but he will end up falling. Blink Strike goes forward. Meanwhile, Lycan finds himself a Roche kill. So that is 3 heroes down, plus a Roche killed, and L+4 are feeling damn good after that fight. We're going to see a huge swing in terms of, yeah, look at this net worth swing. About 2k straight down to 2.5k in the other direction. So about 4,000 XP exchanged in that fight. Oh, man. Whoa! That was the Aghanim. So blinks right in and finishes off Lycan only moments after he grabs his Aegis of Immortality. I mean, he's still happy about the gold and about the XP there, but, you know, that's, you really don't want that Aegis gone that quickly, and
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
That's the danger of that Aghanim's in the Necro, man. It doesn't matter how strong you are, how beefy you are, you get to half, you're done. Blink Dagger finished up on the Centaur Warrunner now. He is now moving off towards a Blade Mail, so that'll be coming up fairly soon. That's a pretty cheap item. Aghanim Scepter now completed on the Doombringer, so that's the core item that I was talking about. You get that you know, the Aghanims, if you go for the Refresher, you go for, you know, even a Shadow Blade or something to keep you up and in pace with those people that you've doomed, you can cause a lot of trouble. So, liking the Doom right now. What? What in the butt? There's a Necro that just died.
Radiant's middle tower is
I
under
think
attack.
that was just a matter of Lamperkat running out of nowhere and blitzing him down with Necro creeps. I mean, there's not too much else to be said about that. You know, the Necro had a blink, he had heals, he had, I think he even had Reaper Safe back off cooldown, and just didn't get away from that. That's interesting. I kind of wish I could have seen what happened there. What is this? Full Assault Cuirass? Yeah, Full Assault Cuirass finished up on Gazel now, so he'll be ringing that out to himself. And the attack speed is real. Coming out in just
Radiant's
a moment.
bottom tower is under attack.
Yeah. Game stabilizes for just a slight little bit. The net worth graphs are looking pretty even across the board
Radiant's
here, but
bottom tower has fallen.
tower's starting to fall, and Lamperkat finding his stride. This is what I was talking about, was like, you know, you need that Lycan to be split pushing and stuff, and you didn't quite find that just yet. But now they're starting to get into that groove as he's picked up that Necro 3 and he's moving around the map and just kind of is ignoring his team for objectives. And you know, that big fight we saw up top, they took it 4v5 and ended up with 3 kills to their name, not a single member of their team dropping. Meanwhile, he got himself. Anyways, Doom goes out on the Bristleback. Probably not the best target as the Primal Split gets out. As they let dying, dropping really low. I don't know if he's going to make it out of this. Epicenter getting dropped. Nuki Dog in the middle of everything. And they do actually pick up a couple of big kills there. They get the Bristle, they get the Necro, and now the Ogre Magi is going to fall. Witch Doctor's also down as well. And only a couple seconds until Gazel pops back into his form. 4 heroes currently exchanged for 1 and a 5th to be coming soon. There it goes. 5 heroes down, and L+4 are sitting pretty in the middle of this game right here. 25 minutes in, and they have found themselves some beautiful team fights. And although they've sacrificed most of their outer towers, that is not going to last for long, as we do have a Necro, a Necro 3 up on that Lycan. So things about to get very, very ugly. 3.9k on the Lycan. That is a full BKB at right now if he wants it, but we'll see if that's where he goes. Might go for something else like Travels, perhaps Basher, or something of the sort. I don't know. I think the BKB would definitely be worth it in this game. The Witch Doctor, the Ogre Magi, the Brewmaster, etc. are all very, very obnoxious to deal with. Let's take a peek towards the items and see where everybody is at in their progression. The Ogre Magi has finished up his Arcane Boots and is going straight for that point booster, so no supplementary items like I mentioned, no Yule Scepter, no Blink Dagger,
Radiant's
nothing along
top
those
tower
lines.
is under attack.
We got the Witch Doctor, and he's just got himself a Bracer. That's just kind of to pad out his health pool. He's not really going for anything big quite yet. Brewmaster, of course, has that Blink Dagger and the Assault Cuirass that we were talking about earlier. Necrophos has picked up the Aghanim Scepter, also talked about that. Got about 1,000 gold in the bank, so we'll be looking towards the next item soon from here. Sadman has picked up that Crimson Guard and a Pipe, so pretty much immune to any type of damage now. He is just incredibly beefy. And we talked about the Necro Book. We got Blink Dagger, a Blade Mail, and the beginnings of what I assume will be a Hood then Pipe on the Centaur Warrunner. We've got the Aghanim Scepter and that Vanguard still up on As I Lay Dying. And Sand King has got himself an ultimate orb. That's a little curious. I wonder if that's going to be a sheepstick. If he's feeling rich enough that he can go straight for the sheepstick, that would be interesting. But I don't know what else you go for. You don't go for a Manta. You don't go for a Scotty on him. So I think that's the only thing that you would do. Show and shop. Yeah, sheepstick. Maybe he gets the Lincoln Sphere, but I doubt that. I don't know. Anyway, Skywrath Mage, he's just sitting on an Urn of Shadows and an Arcane Boots for himself. Doing fairly well. The cool thing about this game right now is that I think everybody, except for maybe the Witch Doctor, has some semblance of items underneath them, and even the Witch Doctor who's died 6 times has something. Silence not fast enough, and we're going to Starfish is going to get caught out here by the Brewmaster. A multicast will finish him off, and Ogre Magi gets the kill. Lycan running in on this, though, and the Doom is going. Doom is out onto Sadman again, and they want to finish off this Bristle, and wow, he is getting evaporated, and with his Aghanim stuff, his passives are disabled, so he doesn't have the Bristleback available. Witch Doctor ultimate is channeling out. It's going to channel for full, but will it be enough? Lycanthrope is back up, and there you go. Gets Reaper Scythe, will not be able to buy back. Over 100-second cooldown, 28 minutes into this game. That is huge. That is something noteworthy, and the Doombringer will get out of that alive. So we got 2 heroes down in exchange for the 1. A lot of ultimates spent in that fight. We had the Primal Spit used early. We got the Doom. We got the Death Ward, Reaper Scythe, etc. So it's crazy stuff going down here. But this gives Salt some room to push. That Lycanthrope is not going to be up for well over a minute, and he has no buyback available to him. They're going to have to fight 4v5 with Lamperkat +4 wants to defend these racks, and they are going to. There goes the epicenter right in the middle of it. Uber's going to get finished off right off the bat. As they dying, dropping very low, might be in some trouble. There he goes. The Necropost gets the kill on him. Sand King still throwing out the Sandstorm in the middle of the fight. But Deathballs picks him off, and Duke Dog, lots of trouble. Gazel jumps in, finishes him off, and wow, that was quite the hell of a skirmish. But it is enough to push them off the base, and though they sacrificed their lives for it, I think they're going to be happy with that exchange. It means that they're not losing their base, and they're going to be okay. 3 for 2, and yeah, what a fight. I think this. I don't think that this Doom is beefy enough yet. Might need to switch auras and go to something like the.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Go to something like the Wildkin aura that allows him that a little bit of beef ability there, but. Salt progressing back in with the heals from this Necropost, and they're actually going to bring down the mid-tier too. They're going to chip out whatever damage they can on the range tracks, but we do have a buyback on the Doom, and there they go. Gareth Mage just gets the solo kill on the Necropost without even needing the help from the Doom who was TPing in at the time. And now, Brewmaster trying to run away from this, but they are tracking the Earth Panda, and they know it's coming. Blink forward from the Sand King. He gets stunned up, but it's not going to matter. A couple seconds time here, this Earth Spirit is going to pop, and there we go. Brewmaster blinks away. The blink could have followed up, but it does not. 1-for-1 trade there, and I think the trade was a little favoring L+4 as Necropost is a bit more of a high priority target than the Skywrath Mage. But, you know, they still did lose their tower and fallen a little bit further behind. This game is looking actually very analogous to the last game. We saw you know, in last game, L+4 put on a lot of early pressure, got a lot of early outer towers. I'll get back to that thought in a second, but oh my god, the Ravage Burrow Strike, absolutely huge. Gets 3. Doom is out on the Bristleback, chopping him up. The Witch Doctor's going to fall in just a second, maybe. Oh yeah, he's running away, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Gets caught out, and the Howl will be enough auto attack damage to get him finished off. Courier just kind of hanging in the woods here. No one's going to spot that out yet. 2 heroes down in exchange for a lot of abilities. So the Doom, the Centaur, the Shapeshift, the couple big Burrow Strike, etc. So really good fight there for L+4. But like I said, in the last game, we saw L+4 put on a lot of early pressure, clear out all the outer towers early on, and then they came back and they just pushed and pushed and pushed. Sorry,
middle tower
they didn't come back. Salt Miners just held them out. Came back with a good late game. But Lamperkat +4 in this game. Courier, what are you doing, buddy? Alright, Courier has a Death Wish. Oh my god, the attempted ultimate is going to get cancelled out by the silence. Fantastic silence there. The Brewmaster is down. He does have a buyback. Reaper Scythe's going to go out and actually finished off the Lycanthrope, but they're not going to be able to continue without him. Doesn't have the buyback. He is strucken down by the
bottom tower
Necropost. So that's going to be it. Oh man. Oh man.
Invisibility.
Yeah. Last game, kind of analogous to this. See if it continues on that way, and if Lamperkat +4 will take it back in a miraculous late game, or if Salt Miners will just have too much and overwhelm them, bring them back down. Brewmaster, after having bought back, is back in this fight, and he does have his ultimate available, as he was silenced out of it in the last fight, so they're going to work hard on finishing this off, but they initiate another fight right off the bat. Doom goes out on the Bristleback yet again, fantastic Burrow Strike, and there goes the Witch Doctor. He gets finished off right off the bat. Deadman, he is not going to make it out of this one alive. The Doom is too much. Primal Split goes out, though. This could be the turning point of the fight. He's running in, dishing out the damage, and oh my god, Sexually Onions is going to drop the gem underneath the tier 4 towers. He is dead. He buys back for this, though. He wants to try to help this out, and Brewmaster is just going to work. This ultimate is just so disruptive. And there we go, finishing off the Skywrath Mage. Ultimate goes out on Nuki Dog. This could be GG. There are no buybacks here. This is going to be at least 2 lanes of racks if they do it right.
has fallen.
It's actually Onion's there, but he doesn't have an epicenter, doesn't have anything of the sort. I mean, what do you do?
Dire's middle barracks.
Oh my god, yeah, L+4 is not happy about Potato Smash. They're pinging him out like crazy. It's just, yeah, it's got to be frustrating with that Reaper Scythe. It's insane.
Radiant's top tower is under
how quickly
attack.
it goes, but that
Dire's
Brewmaster having that
bottom tower is under
Assault Cuirass
attack.
up, they're dishing out a lot of damage, but once the Lycan comes back up, they realize they shouldn't be there anymore, so they back it away and will clear out the other lanes. So great fight there. They do get their racks and put some damage on the other lanes so that they can come back in, do a little bit more damage later on. Roshan is back up, and Lycanthrope is not close to getting it quite yet, so they're going to head straight in there. And Gaz is going on his own. He needs help, though. I don't think he can take this completely on his own. And the Necrophos can contribute somewhat, but his auto attack damage is not fantastic. Uberman, he's having a really rough game. 0 and 9. He's trying to contribute where he could, but yeah, it's not been good for him.
That's for me.
Smoke gank between a couple heroes here, and I think they're moving towards the Roche pit. They want to go in here, and Gazel's just sitting there waiting for him. I think he expected this, and once he sees them, he blinks the hell out, and I don't know if they even knew he was there. They're going to begin working on the Roshan, and they've got their wards up, they've got sentries out, and they know that this area isn't warded, but I don't know if they realize how careful. Whoa, Wolf spots this out, so they know where Gazel is, and they could make a sick initiation in on him if they wanted. So Roche is dropping very fast. If they got this Wolf to attack Gazel once, he won't be able to blink. I think that's what they're going for. But he blinks in, and there we go. Lycan does get the Aegis of the Immortal. The kill does go to the Dire, and the Brewmaster gets finished off. Witch Doctor trying to channel off his ultimate, but it is not enough. They are in so much trouble. They need to get the hell out right now. The Bristleback is dead, the Brewmaster is dead, and their Necrolite is scurrying away for his life. He's in a lot of trouble. Pops off a Ghost Scepter to try to survive, but that's not going to last for long. Oh, maybe it will. The Lycan's ultimate turns off, and oh man, Reaper Scythe not going to do as much as was expected there, but not popping off that Aegis immediately as happened last time. Yeah, they don't have enough damage to backdoor this, and their lanes are being pushed in, but they do take a great fight. They get the Roshan, they have the Aegis, it is still intact, and they get a couple kills for themselves. So I think L+4 is going to be happy with what they got there, and man, that's a lot of gold going the way of Sexually Onion. Damn. Damn! Who's Magic Wand to pick up? Oh, Lamperkat's okay. Let's take a peek at the graphs and see where we're at. About 7,500 net worth in the favor of L+4, and just over 10k XP. So despite the push being brought to them, they are sitting on top of both charts and are feeling good about themselves. So their farm has been superior, and their levels and whatnot are looking good. We'll have to see if that continues on. Oh my god, guys, I gotta take a quick break here. I'm gonna put this on Hero Follow. One of my friends was just in a car accident and she called me, so I'm gonna mute myself. I sincerely apologize. I will be back in just a few moments.
Twice the best.
Alright, I'm back. I'm gonna try to finish out this game because I think it's pretty close to the end, but I'm gonna keep my phone on hand and I'll be texting back and forth. So I apologize if I'm a little bit distracted or out of the loop here, but I just gotta make sure everything's okay. I had a friend heading to the airport to pick my girlfriend up from a trip, and she ended up in a car crash. So I might have to just leave and pick up. Yeah, this is not a good scenario right now. Anyways, big fight coming in here. The Brewmaster jumping forward, and there we go. They're looking to expend this Aegis as soon as possible, so Lamperkat is just throwing himself on these racks. And they want to be careful about how they do this, because if they throw too much at him, they're not going to have enough when the Aegis pops. And there they go. They're jumping in right now. Great two-man hoof stomp, and there goes the epicenter. Finishes off the Witch Doctor right off the bat. He is having such a rough day. And now Gazel, he's got the primal split. He's ready to go back into this. He jumps in, finishes off the Lycan, and there goes the split. He's going to try to force a fight to go his way. Looking for Sexually Onion. He will find him, but the Lycan is back up and ready to go. He could shred through these spirits if he wanted to, but they seem intent on ignoring the spirits. They could turn around and literally kill the spirits right now, but this ultimate will be off in just a matter of seconds here, and there goes the Brewmaster. He's blinking up, looking for the Lycanthrope, but he is long gone, so one for one exchange with the racks having fallen.
My cub runneth
Dire's
over.
bottom tower is under attack.
Alright. Sorry, still dealing with this stuff. This is not good. Oh boy. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Anyways, I want to try to finish this game off, but yeah, this is not good stuff. Anyways, big push coming in here from Salt Miners. They're moving in towards that top lane. 40 minutes into this game, they've got down about 9 kills, but they are not deterred. Pipe goes off, and they're charging in towards the tower, doing the damage that they can. And without that Sand King to initiate, they are in a lot of trouble. Doom still not off cooldown for another couple seconds, and there's still 80 seconds left on their refresher. So no Doom for quite a while, but they're going to go jump in, Doom on Potato Smash. They are ready to go. They want to fly, and here it comes. Big team fight. That hoof stomp was caught. 4 heroes. Guys are going to pop off the primal split, and this could turn it back around. Nuki Dog, though, causing a lot of havoc on backlines. Finishes up the Necrolite and the Witch Doctor, though. Lycan cycloned up, and they're going to work on just killing off the Brewlings now. They can do it. He is going to die. There is no way that this spirit is going to survive. Well, maybe the spirit survives, but I don't think Brewmaster is going to. Oh man, we got to disconnect from the centaur. This is not good. Sorry, yeah, this is a bit of a mess on my side. This pause is not good. Jeez. Okay, looks like the teams are ready to go, so we'll be underway here. I hope this game ends soon, because I need to sort this stuff out with my friends. Wow, this is insane. Anyways, oh wow, they look for Gazel, but the split happened just a mere second off of what they expected. But they're still going to chase him down, and with that slow hitting, I don't think there's anywhere he's going to go from there. They just can't catch. He just can't get away. And there we go. The chase is good. They finish him off. 4 heroes down on the side of Salt Miners. They're going to go for tier 1 towers and try to push out the top, and I think that's the way to go, because you got to get those outer towers so that you have flexibility once you get inside the base.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower has fallen. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Alright. Sand King has finished up that sheep stick, so we were talking about that earlier, and I didn't know if he would be gather enough net worth to make that happen this game, but he indeed has, and that's one more piece of lockdown that they have to keep these ridiculous heroes like the Bristleback and
Radiant's
the Brewmaster
top tower
down.
is under attack.
So yeah, that's the thing.
Gold for me.
Lots of wards sitting in his inventory too. They haven't been placing wards for a long time. He's got 6 observer wards sitting ready to go, and a couple sentries as well. That's yeah, that reminds me of a player that I play with. We always go, God damn it, we don't have any wards. Where are the wards? And he goes, I bought the wards, Jesus. And we like look at his inventory. He's got like 8 sitting in his inventory. We're like, yeah, place them. He goes, we haven't had a chance. Thanks, buddy. Thanks, bud. You're a real pal. Anyways, Sand King now has those wards up, and they're looking towards Roche. The Roche timer is not determined yet. Is that? No. Looking at 3 minutes until Roche?
Illusion.
I think that's it. I hate this clock so much. Okay, yeah, 2:15. Okay, so the time hadn't been determined yet. I see. I see. 2 minutes, 15 seconds. Sand King Illusions being little brats in the jungle, but not going to mean too much there. Lamperkat up on top. He's going to be pushing away at this tower. He's got his minion army ready to go, and I think this tower is going to take some significant damage. No, never mind. He's not even going to pop off the Necro. He's just going to back away from that. Alright, mid lane, cleared out some creeps, trying to create a little bit of pressure and get in towards that mid. I think with these tier 2s, I think they really need to snipe out at least this tier 2 before they go into the base again, because you know, if you're pushing up mid, you're not really getting anything done until you've, you know, since you've already got those racks. So you need to be able to get into the base and swing around to the side. Alright, big fight coming up here. Sorry, I am texting, trying to sort this incident out, but yeah, this is crazy. Jeez. Yeah, I might have to leave this game part way. I would feel really bad about doing that, but I'm not gonna. My friend who just got in a car accident go unattended. But Shiva's guard up on the Necrophos right now, and he's farming up pretty damn well. I think he'll have an Ethereal Blade in just a second here. Once he farms up this camp, that should be the gold he needs to get that E-Blade, so might see him mosey on over to the side shop in a second, but still hasn't completed boots. I'm kind of curious why he hasn't gone for travels or something yet, because the travels are really good on him. big fight here. Jumping in is Gazzle. He popped off that BKB, so he can't get silenced anymore. Doing whatever damage he can before he has to pop out his ultimate. He will at the end of that BKB duration. We'll see him go for it. Oh, there he goes. Okay, doesn't get silenced out of it or anything like that. Doom is out on Sadman. He's trying to run away from this, and he splits off from the Witch Doctor so that one of them can maybe hopefully get away, but the Sand King chases in on Uber. They're going to finish him off, no problem. Still chasing in on Sadman. He's got that Doom up on him, and Nuki Dog is looking for him. Doom does fall to the ultimate of the Necrophos, and will Necrophos fall? He's running away with very minimal HP, and there we go. The one final arcane ult from Gareth Mage is going to finish him off. 2-for-1 exchange going on so far. Still got the Lycan chasing the Brewmaster around here, and that might be a kill. We got the Ogre Magi. He's going to fall for sure. Sadman, he's
An ounce of prevention.
gotta get out of there, man. Blink away, blink away! Nope. Alright, Sand King is toast. We got the hit spot up here. Potato Smash. Oh, that's a dieback. He is in a lot of trouble now. They're looking for the Bristleback. Can they find him? Do they have anything to stop him, slow him, anything? No. But Gazzle, he has come back into this fight. He doesn't have an ultimate, he doesn't have a clap, he doesn't have anything. If he gets caught out here, he's in a lot of trouble. There they go. Oh my god, everyone's in trouble. Jeez, I keep saying trouble, 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 trouble. Starfish, he's trying to run away, 4 stabs and TPs, and Bristleback realizes he's not going to get anything out of that. So 2 for 2, and they actually find a disengage out of all of this.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Oh boy.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
And there is mid lane, or in the Roche pit. Roche is being killed. And Nuki Dog is there. He jumps in and he goes a little bit too early, but they're ready to initiate this fight and just fight it up. They got 3 in the pit and they already finished off the Witch Doctor, so he is down. They're looking for the Brewmaster. They can kill these Brewlings again. They need to, they just need to actually focus them down. But Lamperkat taking a lot of damage. He's still in that ultimate form though, so he can run away from this if he needs to. He's got a lot of health. He's got that harder trask as well, so once the damage wears off, he can just heal up and get back into the fight. He is going to TP out though, and now we're going to Starfish. Need to force that. What's he doing, buddy? Oh, it turns back around. Gazzle in a lot of... Nuki Dog cannot find him, and they shoot him off a Roche, and meanwhile, like, oh, that's what he was doing. He was TPing out to top lane. I thought he was going back to base.
Roshan has fallen to the dike. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Once again, my apologies for how frantic I've gotten. I'm, like I said, jumping all over the place and texting both my girlfriend, who was supposed to be getting picked up, and my friend who got in the accident, and blah. Blah, 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 blah. It's not good. It looks like my girlfriend's going to take a cab, and my friend is getting a ride home from the accident, so both should be taken care of, but still just keeping tabs on him. Anyways, jumping in as I lay dying in the middle of the base. He's got Doom and a refresher, but he gets stunned out completely. Will he get the refresher up? No, he won't. He gets 3 precise up, but he does have that Aghanim, so he's going to be able to get back for the ages. But oh my god, he's cancelled out of that Doom cast 3 times now by Ogre Magi. And meanwhile, the racks are falling. Lamperkat maybe gets away, but the multicasts are so good. Epicenter jumps in. Uber, once again, he is falling. Potato Smash trying to get away from this, but he is absolutely toast. Mercury up next. He's trying to run away, gets a good stun, and maybe he makes it out of this. But yeah, like it does end up falling. Sadman falls in. He's got the cheese, and he might need to use it to get out of this. Eats up the cheese. Stun's coming out on him. So beefy, but you just need to TP, dude. They can't kill you. They could kill you. Sand King jumps in. Oh man, one after the other, trying to save each other person, and it's not working for him. Doom has bought back. Yeah, Doom bought back, and he's back in the base now. There's a buyback available on the Lycan and the Centaur, and they both have travel, so they can get back into this fight if they need to. Doom goes out onto the Bristleback, and that's going to hold him at bay for a little while, but they don't have this choo-choo tower, so they can't go towards bottom and finish off these racks. I think if the Lycan bought back, he might have been able to make something happen down at bottom, but they're going to disengage and let this fight go for now, and Get back towards it in a second.
Tis mine.
Illusion.
Uber, man, he's got a kill. He's got a kill now, but 1 in 14. That's pretty brutal. He's been having a really rough time this game. He's got that Ogre Club trying to make his way towards a BKB. Take a peek at the graphs. They're pretty much identical at this point. 20k advantage in both XP and net worth for L+4, so they're sitting pretty on that, but still run the risk of getting their base trounced if they fall apart in one of these fights. And you know, that's kind of the amazing thing that I found about both of these games, that you know, there's been huge advantages in both XP and gold going one way or the other. And both games, the other team has been able to fight and been able to crawl their way back in, regardless of the differentials. So, I mean, that's been great play from behind on both sides, and I think they're doing a fantastic job here. The pressure's coming in on the top lane, but I think this might give Lycan the opportunity to go backdoor this last Rax. I mean, if they give up this top tier 3 and the Rax that go with it, and they snag these for it, I think it's a damn good trade. So Lycan might want to TP down towards bottom right now, but a smoke is popped off, and they want to look to see if they can find some action. They know the Bristleback is over here, so they know something's going on. Blink, Stampede, are they going to find him? They're chasing, but Nuki Dog might have just found himself a little too far forward. Hoof Stomp misses, and they find Sadman on his own. Doom's going to go out on him. Got the refresher ready and available to use on a Metal Mercury. Gonna drop him to the epicenter. There goes Uber as well. 2 heroes down right off the bat, and the Primal Split is out, but Potato Smash, he's running away. Refresh, Doom, he is in a lot of trouble. There we go. Burrow Strike, Mystic Flare, that is it. One of the cores are down. They still got the Bristleback and the Brewmaster left to deal with.
Radiant's bottom
Blink straight
tower
backwards,
is
and he's
under
going through the
attack.
jungle. They don't spot him out, but doesn't matter.
Radiant's bottom tower
Creep wave
has
kills the
fallen.
bottom tower, and Lamperkat plus Nuki Dog both jump down there, and they're going to push in towards the tier 3, and I don't think there's anything to stop them. Sadman's there, but I mean, they can just straight up fight him. Hoof Stomp is bad, doesn't miss, but or it does miss, but yeah, Necrophos, he buys back, so they could turn this back around if they wanted to. But the pushing power on Lamperkat right now is absurd, so if he ignores him, he might be able to make something happen there. He is going to try to get away from that. Stampede used as he tries to run away, but oh my god, the Reaper Sight, so much damage. That was 1600 damage. Wow, insane. He is dead and does not have buyback. That is a lot of trouble for them. Sexually Onion going to try to run away, but once again, teams just going back in, trying to save each other, and it's resulted in the worst.
Haste. A lucky find.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Oh boy. Alrighty. Alright, so with the Lycan down for another minute, and the Sand King down as well. He does have a buyback, but with him down, they're going to push in towards him. This will have to be a 4v5 fight. I think Salt Miners are looking to go for tier 4, and that's exactly what they do. Bristleback runs right up to a tier 4, starts whacking on it, gets some of the Viscous Nasal Goose stack up on the Doom. And Tank is in the middle of all this, but he doesn't have his ultimate going, and this could be a lot of trouble. Doom goes out onto the Bristleback. Will it be enough, though? Nuki Dog trying to soak up as much damage as he can with that blade mail, but the Reaper Sight, too much. Finishes off Doom, and Nuki Dog trying to run away from this. And Sadman doesn't even care about the Doom anymore. Actually, he might fall because of this, but the heals are too great, and these are going to be tier 4s dropping, so there's got to be some sort of, there's got to be something incredible coming out of this. Nope, Doom is gone. This is going to be GG. Wow. So once again...
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Oh, man.
Dire's ancient is under
I cannot believe this. They're trying to make a fight. The Skywrath Mage comes back in. Mystic Flare is good on Statman. Will they finish him off? Oh my god, he's so low, but he's just running around. And he's got that Bloodlust up, trying to finish up the Ancient. And there it goes. What a game. Very similar to Game number 1. Lamperkat +4 doing work, getting the push going, cracking their base, and the hold is good. And they turn it back around. Salt Miners. Wow. Their defense was absolutely impeccable these 2 games, and they managed to bring it back and take a 2-0 against Lamperkat +4. Those were some fantastic games that we played. Well, I didn't play them. They played them. But fantastic games nonetheless, and incredibly exciting. Team fights were immaculate, both teams playing at the top of their game, and that will be it. So this will increase both of their, increase Salt Miners' standing to include 11 wins and 5 losses, which will tie them with Lamperkat +4 Rude Dudes, also at 11 wins, 5 losses, in the Season 2 Western Invite of the UGC League. Thank you guys so much for watching. It has been an absolute pleasure bringing you these games, and I'm so stoked that you got to watch them. Anyways, I've got my own stuff that I got to worry about right now, so I'm going to take off as soon as possible, but thank you for watching. If you enjoyed my casting, please check me out at Cptn.Canuck Dota on both Twitter, Twitch, and YouTube. Thank you very much, and you guys have yourselves a wonderful evening.